You are never too old to rock out, and our next guests are proving it. They started a band in their 40s and 50s, and before we chat with them, here's their story.
My name is Martha Kennedy. I play drums.
My name's Joanna Weiss. I play guitar.
I'm Heather Shaw, and I play bass.
I'm Imge Janamogu. I play keys for the most part.
I am Layla Mitchell. My contribution to the band is vocals and some percussions.
In the summer of 2021, this group of moms started their rock band, calling themselves the Lazy Susans.
Our husbands used to always play music and still do. Some of them are actually in bands. Some of them can't carry a tune but sing anyway. Our kids all took music lessons, and we were always like, sounds pretty nice, you know? And then like while we're doing the dishes. And so it was really the pandemic that gave us this moment where we had a little time, and also this kind of feeling of, well, if we ever wanted to do this, like, now's the time.
The Lazy Susans performed at their neighborhood music festival. It was the first of their many gigs to come. To learn more about their story, we are joined by all 5 members of the mom rock band, the Lazy Susans.
Yes, there you are. All right, let's get into it, ladies. Have you guys ever rocked out so hard that your husbands threw their underwear on the stage?
I don't think we want that.
Yeah,
Something to build up to. All right, let's get to it. Joanna, it looks like there were a lot of people at the band's first performance. I want to know what your nerves were like that day.
We were terrified. This was the first time we had ever performed in front of an audience. We had practiced a lot, but we kind of had imposter syndrome, and we felt like, okay, if we get through this without completely embarrassing ourselves, then it'll be a win. But we were looking down the street. This was an outdoor music festival in our town, and more people started coming, and more, and they were dancing. And then afterwards, people came up to us on the street and in the school, are you in the Lazy Susans? And it was like, we have a thing.
Heather, how about for you?
Hood famous.
Heather, were you nervous the first time, or what were your feelings?
I was petrified. There were so many people. I was waiting for us to go onto the porch, and I just kept seeing hordes and hordes of people walking down the street. And I'm like, where did all these people come from? I didn't know we had this many people in our town. So yeah, I was very, very frightened.
Ooh. Well, you guys did something I think a lot of people, have been looking for a way to reconnect, and you guys, music does that, and you guys are from the community, so maybe you guys were called to bring everybody together, so give yourself some props for that. That's beautiful. Now, Layla, I'm coming to you for this question, because I have to know, where'd you get the name Lazy Susans? How did that come about?
Well, we were hanging out on the kitchen table like we do a lot after our Friday family dinners, and we were talking about, let's do this thing. Let's actually start this band. And we started thinking well, who's going to play what? Who's going to be the lead singer? And democratically, we were sort of collaborating, saying everybody's going to do a little bit of something else. And I think at the time, I was probably reaching across the table to refill my wine or maybe more cheese, and I was thinking, I wish I can get a little closer, and I think Lazy Susans, we'll be called the Lazy Susans.
Okay.
And it just spun from there.
I like it.
Inga, what did your family think about you being in a rock band?
Well, my kids started off with 70% eye roll, I'd say. But then they've started to turn around. Their support has grown, definitely. And my husband is one of our biggest supporters. You can hear him chanting and cheering in the crowd, getting the crowd riled up always. Yeah.
And Martha, what about your family? What do they have to think about it?
They were great. I'd say maybe just a dash of eye roll, but mostly really supportive. I've got a theater kid and a musician, and they were both really enthusiastic and helpful.
Well, you all learned to play covers, so we've heard a bit of that, of some songs, but now you have original music. So, Joanna, what inspires your music, and what do you all write about?
So our music is the story of our lives. It's like, do you have something to say to your teenage daughter? Did you have an argument with someone in your family? Do you want to add a little something? Is there something on your mind? We have a song that's about Pride and Prejudice and why Mr. Darcy's maybe a bad idea. So it's like, some of them are a little dirty. Anything that you have on your mind, it's really fun to have this outlet where you can set it to music and share it with the world in this totally different way.
I love it. So Layla, give us a little positivity here. What do you want people to take away from your story?
So we started off, we didn't really, think about this as having a platform by any means. We wanted to just take time for ourselves, and we've gotten some overwhelming comments and emails from people saying like, I've always wanted to do a band and, or start a band or sing or do something, but I've always been too scared, or it's too late, or, oh, I'm too old for that. And I think part of it is just sort of allowing people to have that permission again to do that. And, one of the first questions that people ask me is, oh, you're in a band? What do you play? But the second question inevitably is always, are you guys good? And I always am thinking to myself, oh, well, we just started and, I'm learning. But you know what I say? I say, I feel good. And I think, isn't that great?
Yeah.
That's a little bit.
That's a great answer.
That is great. Oh, we love it. Ladies, it was so great having you on DBL today. And to our viewers, to learn more about the band, check out their website, thelazysusans86.com. Ladies, thank you so much.
So cool.
We appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you guys. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.